American Silver Eagle Premiums Skyrocket. Should you buy, sell, or hold silver? I'm going to get into whether or not you should be buying, selling, or holding silver in just a moment. But first of all, at the time of filming this video, silver is sitting at $29.37 an ounce. And right now, and this is February 1st, 2021, I'm holding 20 Silver Eagles right here in front of me. And a lot of people yesterday were waiting on bated breath as to what was going to happen with the silver markets. Everything that was happening with Wall Street bets, GameStop, the whole short squeeze situation with all the various doggy-doo stocks. Everybody was wondering what was going to happen to silver because on the Reddit forums, people were saying, okay, let's go after SLV next. So a lot of people in the stacking community were thinking that the prices of silver were going to skyrocket. Didn't happen. We saw the markets open, hit around 30 bucks and change, and then it just kind of stopped there. Okay. But a lot of people are still worried with the whole scenario. They still think that silver is going to shoot the moon. They think that they either missed the boat or they need to get more silver. A lot of people are uncertain as to what it is that they should do. And I'm going to tell you whether or not you should be buying, selling, or holding silver in just a moment. But before we do, I want to quickly hop over to the computer and show you some of the crazy pricing that we are seeing on the various bullion dealer websites. So first off, let's take a look at the markets right now. We're seeing that silver is currently sitting at $29.37. Okay, so it's down about 60 cents from where it opened yesterday evening, 6 p.m. on January 31st, 2021. We also see gold right now is sitting at 1860. So silver's still up 5%, and gold is up 11%. Now, the silver price didn't really move as much as a lot of us were probably thinking it was going to go up. But now let's take a look more at the American Silver Eagles. When we go over to APMEX right now has 2020 BU Eagles sitting at as low as $43.37. That's the as low as price. You go to like a 2019 or 2018, we're looking at $42. 2017, we're looking at a $40.37 as low as. So we're looking at around $40, $41, basically $11 over spot. When we go over to, let's say, Provident right now is sitting at just 2020 Eagles. They don't have random years. So right now we are sitting at as low as $40.50. So again, we're looking at around $11 over spot. Bullion exchanges, same sort of situation here. 1 ounce Silver Eagle as low as $40.79. That's the bulk price. So if you're getting, anywhere between 1 to 20 or 1 to 19, you're looking at roughly around $42. So you're still looking at $11, $12 premium over spot. That is a huge difference in price, because right now silver's sitting at $30. With this sitting at $40 and change, you're looking at 1/4 of the price of a current Silver Eagle sitting at $42. Just absurd. In my opinion, it's absurd. Should you be buying Silver Eagles at that price? I mean, it really kind of all depends on what it is that you want to do. And we're going to get into that a little bit more in just a second. Let's hop over to my desk. Okay, so pretty crazy, right? So when it comes to the American Silver Eagle Premium skyrocketing, whether or not you should buy, sell, or hold silver, you should be doing all three. And I'm going to get to that in 1 second right now. And a lot of people are probably wondering, like, what the heck are you talking about? How are you going to buy, sell, and hold? I'm going to tell you what I mean by this. But before I do, I want to point out something. I was at the coin shop yesterday, and to me, I couldn't believe this. A woman was there, and she traded 8 ounces of gold for silver. And I just kind of shook my head as to why she would do that. And this is where you're going to start seeing the panic. People that don't really know what it is that they're doing either. The time that you should be trading your gold for silver would be when silver and gold have a ratio of maybe 1 ounce to 100 ounces of silver, or 120 ounces of silver, similar to what we saw in the summer. not when it's down to 60. That's when silver is more, I guess if you want to call it, expensive in relation to gold. And that's when you want to trade your silver into gold, even though I'm not a big, person who really uses the gold silver ratio to basically justify my purchases and sales of various precious metals that I own. But I knew that the woman was making a mistake. I didn't say anything. I'm not going to ruin a sale for my local coin shop. And that's on her for not doing her due diligence. She should have been watching my videos. That's her fault. So anyway, when it comes to buying, selling, and holding your silver, what should you be doing? In my opinion, you should be doing all of the above. What do I mean by that? First off, when it comes to selling your silver, and I have said this time and time again, you want to sell your silver in waves. You want to sell it off in waves. Much like you would be buying, let's say, stock or buying silver and gold when you see dips, right? Let's just make this our line, right? And you're seeing dips going like this, and then it comes back up, and then it comes back down, and then it goes back up, and it goes back down. A lot of people will buy on the dips, right? They'll buy like maybe here, there. I don't know if you can see that, right? Maybe they'll buy a little down here. Maybe it comes up again. They'll buy a little again. Maybe they'll buy over here. It's very, very hard to time everything just right where you are actually hitting the lowest point at every single step of the way. The same thing goes with selling. And this is just my opinion. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. You do whatever it is that you feel is best for your scenario. But I have been very successful in doing this, and this is my recommendation. Depending on how much silver that you have, and depending on what you purchased it for, you want to be selling in dribs and drabs on the way up. Because then, right, I'm just making this, right? And the number is arbitrary right now. It really depends on, where you purchased it for, right? I bought these for like $17 each. So I have very good potential upside right now. In fact, back in March or April of 2020, I was selling a lot of my Silver Eagles in waves as it was going up. So let's pretend you bought down here. Let's pretend I bought this. Let's say this is $17 down here. I want to be selling a little bit off right there. Maybe sell off another batch right around here. Maybe again sell off another batch right there. The reason why, and eventually, at these different selling prices, right? Eventually these will probably, all average out. The reason I say to do it this way, similar to as you would be dollar cost averaging down, is because, again, it's very difficult to time these peaks. So you want to be basically taking opportunities to get your profits when you can. So when you see a potential profit, don't sell everything all off in one shot. Do a little bit. And hold back on some of the stuff that you have, because then when it comes time for another, let's say, another surge, you'll still have some on hand to sell to make even more profits. So I would say, depending on how much you have, break it up into waves and say to yourself, okay, if it hits X amount, I will sell off, this many rounds of Silver Eagles or what have you. If it hits another threshold, let's say it hits $34 an ounce, then you're going to sell off, another tube of Silver Eagles. But you don't want to try to do everything where you're timing it so that you're just getting it. Is that a scratch or is that a hair in there? The OCD in me is going to drive me nuts. Is that a scratch? Can't tell. I'm going to have to mess with that later on. You want to be selling it off in waves, okay? So when it comes to selling right now, yes, you do want to sell if you can make some profits right now, but do it in waves. When it comes time to holding, that goes back into saying what I was saying, a part of this strategy is you want to hold on to some of the metals so that way you don't basically get rid of everything all at once. You want to hold back on it, right? If you've got 100 ounces of Silver Eagles, maybe sell off just 20. Hold off on the other 80. If it goes up again, then sell a little bit more. We have no idea how high silver prices are going to go. Now, the one thing I will say is I really don't believe it's going to hit $1,000 an ounce. I think that is just absolutely absurd. A friend of mine, Silver Dragons, he posted a video not too long ago. He also agrees. He doesn't think that the prices are going to go that high either. But there are people out there that are really trying to say that silver is going to hit $1,000 an ounce. And I'm going to get into why that is also either not going to happen and or it's going to be very impossible for all of us to actually make any gains when that situation, if that situation ever occurs. Now, when it comes to buying, what should you be doing right now? I do not think you should be buying Silver Eagles right now. I think the boat has definitely set sail when it comes to buying Silver Eagles. I think right now, if anything, you should be buying generics or buying constitutional silver. And the reason why is that the premiums on that stuff is much, much lower than bullion like the American Silver Eagles. I am not a big fan of constitutional silver, as many of you have seen. I sold off quite a bit of it. I have a little bit left in the tank, which I will be selling, but I do not really care for constitutional silver. But that's just my preference. When it comes to silver, though, right now being at over or close to $30 an ounce, you should be buying silver right now at the cheapest amount possible. So in my opinion, I don't think you should be buying silver above $30 an ounce. I really don't. People think that it can continue to climb. That is true. However, in my opinion, just my gut, I just feel that $30 an ounce, that's pretty much the most that you're going to want to spend. Anything above that, you know, we did see silver hit $48 back in, 2011? You know, the chances are it can go up higher, yes, but right now you're looking at $42, $43 in a Silver Eagle right now. So I really do feel that if you have the opportunity to buy silver up until $30 an ounce, I think you should definitely go for it. So when it comes to American Silver Eagle Premiums Skyrocketing, should you buy, sell, or hold silver? Remember what I said. Do all three. Don't buy above $30 an ounce. Hold on to your silver in waves, right? Don't get everything, don't get rid of everything all at once. Sell it in waves, okay? Sell it on the way up in steps. Set your targets. Figure out where you're going to make your profits and say to yourself, okay, selling 20 at this amount. Selling another 20 when it hits this amount. Selling another 20 when it hits this amount, right? Do it that way. Dribs and drabs. You have to be strategic. Hold on to the stuff. You want to make sure you keep some in reserves. That way, if it does shoot up even further, you still have some to realize some of those profits. That's what I'm doing. I wouldn't tell any of you to do something that I wouldn't do. This is my strategy. Slow and steady wins the race. And let me know your comments down below as to what it is that you are doing. And I just want to quickly thank these elite channel supporters. And if you haven't become a channel member, please check out the awesome perks and join today. With that, I'm the Stacking Stormtrooper. Check out these videos. Until next time, long live the Empire.